Oh, hey, look, a new Playmates figure. I'm not sure why Steve made him sound like a dog, but there's no way you're a high-quality toy. Also, why do I understand dog? I mean, just look at you. I've seen Donald Trump with better hair. Also, somebody forgot to go get their manicures done properly. And gotta love that inconsistent paint job, which to me puts you in about the same line as the Playmates.
Hey, I take offense to that. They say when they don't paint a Playmates, it's done with consistency and integrity.
Yeah, it's kind of got you on a technicality there. And therein lies the problem. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
Wait. My name's Arnes.
Wait, what? Where have you been all my life?
For about a month, I abandoned you with the wedding.
Right?
The wedding, the vacation. I'm sorry.
All by myself.
Hey, at least it warmed up. Now we can do Benny stuff and Hammer stuff, so.
Yeah, Benny doesn't like the cold, so he refused to work out in the garage until it warmed up enough.
Except today it was 95 degrees. I was like, oh,
yeah, now it's going to be too hot, and Benny's going to be like, fudge that, I'll stay where the AC is, and I'll be like, make up your mind, Benny. If you haven't seen the puppet videos, they're great. Go check them out. At least I think they're great.
We have fun.
Right. Well, you and Benny have fun. I'm usually
That's since I said we have fun.
God. Anyways, what we got here is the Mezco 5.XL Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Round 1. After Round 2.
I'm confused, but okay.
I guess they got the stuff in from Round 2 first, so they sent us that. But now we get the more important kaijus.
I seen some videos and pictures on this while I was over there, and
I've heard mixed reviews on this set. If you guys haven't checked out the previous review, recommend it, but just kind of sum it up. We liked the first set, so super excited for this one. But I have seen some people have had some issues, but hopefully this one's actually pretty solid. But anyways, without further ado, for the packaging, you get Godzilla, you get all the kaijus on one. Oddly enough, no Manda, but he's hanging out on the box.
Was he in the second one?
No, we never got Amanda. Because first one was him, Baragon, Ghidorah, and Minya.
Yes.
And then this one is Godzilla, Mothra, Anguirus, and Rodan. So we didn't get Kamunga, we didn't get Manda.
That's false advertisement, man. I tell you, there better be around $3.
Right? I wouldn't be surprised though. It'd be sweet.
Just we get the fire chicken too with it. I'm okay with that.
the UFO. That would actually be kind of cool because you could do Manda, Kamunga, the UFO.
Who else can we throw in there?
You could do Gorosaurus like coming out of the ground.
Can I get a Gabra, please?
That's not Destroy All Monsters.
He is part of the monsters.
Well, he's the dream monster, so he could be technically in any movie.
Be anywhere, yeah.
But a lot more blue than what we got with the first package. Side, more shots of the one side, other side. Oh, you got actually different poses. Interesting. Back just shows you everybody, what they all come with. Some legal mobile jumbo on the bottoms.
I feel like I'm going to be offended by the Mothra thing. It just looks like a turd. Look at it, Steve.
Oh, I thought you meant the accessory. I'm like, how do your turds look like that?
No.
If anything, I think it looked like something else. But okay,
look, I was going to go there during
keep
the
this
video,
family friendly. But anyways,
I was going to say, involve some dirty stuff, and it comes out looking like that.
Well, yeah, because he looks like poop. It's of course dirty.
That's not. Never mind. PG-13.
Anyways, let's get them open up out of their cardboard prison. All right, so now we got them open up out of their cardboard prison. First and foremost, I got some concerns.
I mean, okay, positive. The set actually looks pretty decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from this distance, it looks fine. I will say, overall, it's not that bad. Especially, I've definitely seen some worse come out of other reviewers.
Is it $80?
We'll find out. We gotta give it time, Arnes. They have to watch at least 8 minutes of the video.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. We'll let you guys know in about 6 minutes.
Right? But I will say right off the get-go, this set's a little bit worse than what we got with the previous one, which I don't know what happened between the round 2 and round 1. But first and foremost, I guess
we might as well start with the worst one, and then we'll work our way through. So...
But Steve...
Somebody
Don't
got
leave
singled
Anguirus
out.
out there, Steve.
Somebody
No,
got singled
no.
out really quick. All right, so first and foremost, can you spot what's wrong with it? Actually, it's a bad angle because there's actually two things wrong with this angle. But first, we'll start with the head. As you can see, the horns are... All right, so grab me his extra head just so you kind of see. This is how it's supposed to look. They're supposed to be bending towards the front of the head. Why are mine's going to the side like he's got some kind of weird comb over?
Hey, don't make fun, Steve. We're just losing our hair and getting old, okay?
He's got that. He's got my receding hairline. Is what you're telling me?
He's just trying to comb it over, baby.
On a high note, this is something just like a little bit of heat could probably fix.
Which is not bad.
So I'm not that upset about it. But moving down, why is one side painted and one side just kind of there? Like, who forgot to paint my Anguirus? Who at the factory missed a little bit of a little bit of time to make sure that this was fully assembled? Like somebody had to look at this and be like, "Ah, it's fine.
It's good."
puts it in my package, calls it a
He
day.
said, "Oopsie-daisy."
So there's that. The rest of the nails look fine. Overall, it's odd too because initially I shared on Discord. I didn't notice this till now. Another issue is you can see with the spikes on the back, they're kind of dull, and honestly are also missing a lot of paint. You can see here like that spine's like mostly black. That one's missing paint on the tips. It's all very sporadic.
The spines, from what I've seen online and what I've seen from other people, are the worst on Anguirus. And Steve's is actually pretty decent compared to what I've seen for some of them.
To be honest, like it's sitting on my shelf. It wouldn't be horrible. That hurt. He's kind of pokey. But it does bug me a bit.
Even he has a little bit of that plastic fill in there that everyone has.
Yeah, as I say, it's not bad, but you can see right here where there's some like extra plastic just kind of hanging out.
Steve is very light. I've seen it where lines go all the way across from one end to the other.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't checked out too many reviews. It's just kind of stuff I've heard on Facebook and Instagram about these guys. Teeth are painted all right. Eyes look fine. Like the head actually looks pretty solid outside of just the weird comb over thing going on. The tail even, the paint's not bad. It's maybe a little bit faded in some sections, but it's not like blotchy. Like somebody painted this and like went over it with like somehow black got on mine. And then the paint doesn't go consistently down to the base of the shell. It's very choppy.
We'll say it has its ups and downs.
Right? So this is probably going to get one of those sort of how-to treatments from me for the most part. I'm probably going to go back through and retouch up the spine, at least the spines, and
Fix a few things on
fix that toe just so it can sit on my shelf and look fine. Like I mentioned, the opposite head looks fairly decent, but it's even still got faded paint on the spikes here.
Yeah, you can see it.
And for odd reasons, it's got some white on the jowls too. Like there's like excess glue lines here. You see it where like the super glue kind of got all over?
Yeah. Well, you can't see it on the camera, but like when you look at the figure, you can see it. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera.
Yeah, so easily the most disappointing, which sucks because like I really love Showa Anguirus.
You were going to say Rodan. You stick with Rodan.
Oh, we're getting to him because the next worst one. Well, now we're at like Anguirus is definitely a disappointing figure. Rodan's actually not too bad. The worst part about him is definitely the stomach region here.
Seems like they just don't know how to do spikes, man.
Yeah, the spikes are definitely on the fudged up side too, because you can see it's missing a lot of paint, and it doesn't quite go to the base of the stomach. Like somebody was very quick on doing the paint there, and even on the nails too, you can see it's got the same kind of issue going on with like Anguirus' horns, where the paint's fading off.
Yeah.
Mine, this one here has a little bit of scuff on the beak, which again just got out of the package, already scratched.
But they both are, so I feel like that's like part of their
Yeah, the extra head is fine looking at it, but under the beak, you'll see there's a little speck of paint missing. But overall, like, this is fairly acceptable. This, on the other hand, not so much. Like, it's even missing paint on, like, the tip of the beak. At least the toes are painted, so I can appreciate that. It's got some nice airbrushing for the wings.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's like overall, I would be like, this is... it's acceptable enough, but I feel like for the price, it could have been a little bit cleaner looking, because they're not super large figures, nor very articulated.
Yeah.
So, I feel like...
Does he stand by itself?
Yeah, he was standing by himself, alright.
Yeah, well, it's not bad.
Also, what's nice too is swapping out parts. It's super
Very easy. Question is, which one would you have it with?
This one, because it has less damage on the head.
But see, I feel like though that one's more pointed out for you to put it on a stand, so he's in the flying mode.
Well, on a high point, it does come with a stand.
That's what I mean.
Oop. And there went Anguirus' head. But you can... Ooh. I thought that was right.
Oh.
I don't think so anymore, huh?
What the hell, Steve?
I think it's supposed to be like that.
You know, whatever, it works.
And sitting on the shelf like this, like, that's fine. It
Yeah.
looks fine for the most part. But I feel like for toy photography or somebody that wants to have, like, optional poses, it looked, like, even the way the spikes are painted, it looks fine at this angle. It's just straight on, it's definitely kind of a bit of a hot mess. And then, speaking of the Anguirus, totally forgot, but you just pull on the head to swap them out.
Jeez, Steve, you're failing us.
I'm trying to save it. He's a little bit harder. Oh man, his neck looks long like that.
Whoa.
I think it's fine. He did have a decently long neck.
Oh, that's when it's warm outside. Put them when it's cold outside head back on.
Right? I don't know. I guess it's... oh, no. It's like noticeably... wow! That is noticeably shorter. Right?
Yeah. Or we... No, it is.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Like, a lot of it's the angle, but it's like when you look at it from the side, it's... yeah, that's weird. Okay. The other two, I think, actually pretty much came out fine for the most part. Except for Godzilla. I'm going to go with him next because his toes do look like crap.
Statement of a century.
The hand claws are overall fine. Same with the head. Teeth look fine. Eyes are straight. I guess that's really all I can ask for. Dorsal spines maybe could have had a little bit of a brighter color to them. Because they're a little bit on the dull side, especially for what you see in the film.
It looks like they kind of skipped out on him, honestly.
It's odd too because especially with like how well the first series is painted.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really have any issues with any of the paint. Like they look
I said, I really
essentially how they like. This one, like pretty much what I'm getting at is everything is very light on the paint. Like for the spines, it looks like somebody just went over it once with a cheap acrylic and it didn't really
stick.
I don't even know stick, but you know, like do a bunch of customs. Sometimes when you use the cheap acrylic, when you do your first pass,
Yeah.
the colors on the base colors will still show through a bit.
You gotta go second
So you
round.
kind of got to layer it a bit.
Yup.
And even if you primer it, you still have to layer it a bit. This looks like, again, they kind of just did one pass and called it a day.
They're slacking.
Sculpt-wise, I think it's still really good. And then he also comes with an extra closed head. Closed mouth head. Which honestly, I like this one a little bit better.
I appreciate it, but I feel like all mine just need to have, like the whole set either needs to be open or closed. I can't have it mixed.
But why not? And then he also comes with the beam. Which does go in his mouth. It actually sits in there very nicely.
Yeah.
It looks like one of my beams, though, but they didn't put as much paint on it. It's pretty darn close to some of the one of the ones I did.
Start making your own custom Godzillas and selling them.
Right. I just need to get get my copyrights, and then we'll be good. But yeah, beam's pretty solid overall. You also even have it both directions. I think it looks fine. Again, maybe could use a little bit. To be honest, even if they didn't paint the beam, I think the flavor fail for this is the beam should have been bending. Because in the movie, when you see him blowing his breath half the time, his head wasn't quite at the right trajectory of whatever he was shooting, so the beam always curved.
Always bends, yeah.
And I think that would have been a nice little touch for the set.
Steve, where's your bent beam? It works perfect for him.
I don't have one.
The custom one you did.
I don't have a custom bent beam.
The
I should,
that's
though.
on the floor right there. It's bent. Works perfect for him.
You can see, the ultimate one?
Yeah.
This is my initial run just to make sure that the ultimate beam was working. This one bends, though.
See? Perfect.
We're good to go. I was going to say, does that actually stay? Works pretty good.
And that's why Godzilla won in that battle.
Right? And then, sadly, my favorite one is the Mothra.
The worst. Kill it.
Arnes' favorite character.
Looks like a turd.
That's all it needs to be. It just needs to be brown with red eyes.
Turd.
It's really hard to mess up a Mothra.
That's why it's so simple. Looks
Also,
why is a snake rattle?
why is my Mothra a maraca?
The fuck is that? I want to see that.
It's a maraca.
What did they put inside of it?
Well, I imagine it's beads to keep it weighted.
Yeah.
But it just sits on your shelf. Why does it need to be weighted?
Steve, I feel like we have to cut yours open to find out what's inside of it now.
Also, where's my 5 points of articulation on this?
There's 5 between all of them total.
No,
The mouth.
because you get 1, 2. Oh,
No.
sorry, 3, and then 4 and 5. The tail doesn't move. This one, you get 1. And... okay, that one moves. There we go.
Oh my god,
2.
my joint broke.
There's 5 there. Rodan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
Now the little mouth.
Doesn't do anything.
What? Wait.
Wait. Okay, I was gonna say, does that spin?
You open it, everything falls out.
False advertisement. Granted, I don't like. Oh, for me, I was like, maybe it's just like the individual segments move. Granted, I understand why this doesn't have 5 points. I just think it's funny.
The mouth has to move.
No, the
There's
mouth
gotta be
doesn't
some-
move. It does come with this web effect, though.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was like, maybe it's just a joke because it does look like a rattlesnake tail.
Maybe. Somebody at a factory had
Also, Arnes pointed out, but initially, I couldn't get this thing to go in. I thought I was going to break it trying to get in. It was just really kind of floppy. He noticed that the hole for it's kind of off-center, not mine. So I have to go in at an angle, and then you apply pressure, and then
Yeah,
it'll
it's
stay
not
in.
aligned in there properly.
But it looks fine. If anything, I kind of wish it was maybe longer or have more of a cone to it.
I wish it had more of a cone to it, like an actual...
It would have been nice because right here it looks like it's blasting Godzilla, but it may be like actually getting like parts of the bodies into.
Yeah, where you can actually forcefully shove something in there.
Yeah, a lot of it though, it's hard to show at the angle, but it's sitting on the table.
Like that.
It still gets the job done nicely. And again, it's honestly my favorite out of the set, and it depresses me that the Mothra larva is my favorite out of the set.
It should be at least Rodan or something.
Should be.
Oh, God.
Especially since it's a show Rodan. You don't get too much loving for that guy.
The Anguirus, though, that's a whole new level of depression.
And for some quick comparisons, here we have the complete set of the Godzilla 5.XLs of the Destroy All Monster sets. And here they are compared next to some Revolt Tag figures with the Gigan and Anguirus, which I will say they definitely are a little bit smaller in terms of scale with these. It's acceptable for the Godzilla. I would say Anguirus, get off there, would still work too. Because, to be honest, it's not that much smaller than the Revolt Tech, but as you can see, the tail is much shorter on this one. Same with beyond the limbs as well. God, it's kind of sad that this thing came out how many years ago, and it's still the best Anguirus figure we've ever gotten. I'm sorry, little Mezco, but you're not serpent seeding it. Or however you say it. Here, there were some other Godzilla figures with the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2004 and the Playmates Mecha Godzilla 2021, the nighttime battle? The darker one. Here, there are some more recently reviewed figures with the NECA Raphael S. Frankenstein from the Turtles X Universal Monsters series, and the... oh man, your name just slipped my mind. The Black Series boss from Republic Commando. And just because they're down here they are next to some Bandai Vinyl Godzilla 2004 figures with the regular, I think it's the Movie Monster series, was that one? I think. It might be a little bit older than that one. And then the larger 10-inch one. So overall for the Destroy All Monsters set here...
Wait, you never told me how much it cost, Steve.
It was like a little over $80 for 4 figures. Now, with the initial set, I totally thought it was worth it. They were pretty much like mini little X pluses. Yeah. The paint was really solid on them. They came with a bunch of accessories. Really enjoyed the set. Thought they were cool. Getting this one in, I'm a little bit more hesitant to say that I really enjoy this line now because this set has a bit too many QC problems for my liking. This is coming from a guy that collects monster arts, and I think this has too many QC problems.
The thing is, though, now I see why they released the second round first.
Because they were like, man, we got a winner here. We need to get sucker people in.
Yeah.
But it's just like...
and then they'll win us back with a third set, because they'll put out all the monsters that nobody ever has figures of, you know?
Well, the problem is the third set's going to be, what, the Godzilla Hedorah set? Like, yeah. You know how many Godzilla Hedoras we're getting? It's literally the same, almost the same Godzilla. It's just Hedorah. And we're getting Monster Arts Hedorah, there's Bandai Vinyls, there's Bandai Creations, there's... Did Playmates do one? No, Playmates hasn't done one yet.
No.
I imagine Playmates are going to do one eventually.
Sooner or later.
But with these guys, there's... with the amount of paint inconsistencies, and even Anguirus is literally missing paint apps, paint rubbing off, excess plastic in certain areas. It hurts, but I feel like if you bought the first set, you kind of need to still get this set and roll the dice and hope that you get a good batch out of it.
We've seen some bad ones online, so Steve's was an okay compared to.
Compared to the worst ones I've seen, this one's fine. But this one's like, I should probably send this back.
Oh God, yeah.
Because of how much problems I have with this, which is not something I should be speaking highly of. So, overall, I would honestly say this set's a pass.
My opinion, if you really want it, leave it in a box. Don't even open it.
But that defeats the purpose.
I know, but if you have to, just leave it in the box.
Because the whole reason you're buying this set is so that you can enjoy all... Now, granted, again, like I mentioned, them just standing on a shelf, it's going to be fine. It's more or less for the people that do a lot of toy photography that... The other issues I had with everybody but Anguirus is more of an issue with those people in particular. But even that being said, for the price, it shouldn't have this many problems.
No. I'll be okay if this was Playmates price. You know, you paid $30 for this whole set.
Yeah, I was to say, because you're paying a little over $20 per figure.
Yeah.
And at that price, I'm not as cool with it.
They're definitely more like $9.97 per figure price.
So having gotten both sets, if you haven't gotten them already and you're maybe like, okay, well I'll wait till both sets come out and then I'll grab them. I wouldn't pick up the set.
No.
I would just skip out on these ones and maybe see how well the Hedorah set goes before moving along with this line. Like, as a reviewer, I'm going to be buying the other ones just because maybe it's just...
It's $80 cheap review.
You get 4 figures for the price of 1. But, I'm kind of curious to see how the line's going to go after this.
Yeah.
If it's going to be back to being the quality it was with the first one, maybe something happened with the factory, and that's why these ones are kind of whatever. But, overall, if you guys haven't picked up the first set, don't worry about it. Skip out on this set. But if you did buy it, you're probably still going to want to grab them.
Yeah, actually, I'm interested. Let me know if you guys have a really bad one.
Because I definitely see some people having better representations than mine.
Yeah.
But then again, I've also seen worse. So I can't condone a crapshoot release.
No.
So let me know in the comment section below if you guys pick these up, what you guys think about it, or if you just stick with SH Monstars. Let us know in the comments. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like people today, what channel donate. We greatly appreciate it. See you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.